Hello, welcome to my channel. So I made this beautiful front twisted drape maxi skirt. So I want to show you how I made the skirt in this video, starting from the drafting, the cutting and the sewing. So if this is what you're interested in, trust me, you want to stay to the end of this video. So do also subscribe to my channel if you have not done so to get more sewing tutorials like this, and please give this video a thumbs up. So let's get right into it. So I have this Adire print Ankara. This is actually an Ankara, but it is made in Adire print. And I have this zipper and lining, though I did not later use the lining. So you need about 2 yards of your Ankara or any fabric of your choice. So this is it. I folded my fabric into 2, and this is me ruling the starting point, which is the waistline. So I'm drawing the waistline. So from that waistline, I came down by 9 inches, but I'm going to be adding a band to the skirt. So for the band, I'll be making use of 1.5 inch. So 9 inches minus 1.5 inch, I'm left with 7.5 inches plus ½ inch for joining allowance. That's 8 inches. So I marked a total of 8 inches from the waist to the hip line. So the next thing I want to do now is to mark my waist measurements divided by 4 on the waistline, and then I added 1.5 inch for the stitching allowance. So on that hip line, I'm marking my hip measurements divided by 4 as well, and then I added 1.5 inch for the stitching allowance as well. So I'm going to connect the waist to the hip this way to form our body measurement. Can you see the way I'm connecting it with my curved rule? So if you don't have a curved rule, you can also make use of your free hands as well. So the next thing I want to do is to mark the full length of my skirt, which is 42 inches plus 1.5 inch for allowance, but I'm just going to mark 42 inches only. Remember, our band is 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch, so that will be replacing the allowance. So in total, I marked 42 inches. So I'm just going to rule the line like this. So this is the full length of my skirt, and the next thing I want to do on the hem of this skirt, I'm going to mark my hip measurement divided by 4. I'm going to mark it this way, and then I'm going to add 1.5 inch for stitching allowance, and then I'm adding extra 4 inches at the hem of the skirt, depending on how wide you want your skirt to be, but the least should be 4 inches. So I'm just going to connect from the hip to the hem of the skirt with my free hand. So if you want your skirt or the hem of your skirt to be wider, you can make use of 5-6 inches, but for me, I made use of only 4 inches. So this is what our skirt looks like. This is the waistline, this is the hip, and then from the hip I connected to the hem of the skirt. Remember, we are adding 1.5 inch for the band. So that is a summary of what I did here. This is the front pattern. So now I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So for the back pattern, I'm going to fold my remaining fabric into 2, and then I placed the front pattern on the folded fabric. But the difference is that I'm going to be adding zipper allowance. So this is me adding 1 inch for zipper allowance and joining allowance of the back skirt. So this is it. Make sure it is well aligned so you don't make a mistake in your back pattern. So this is me cutting it out. So I'm splitting the back pattern into 2, only the back please. So here I have my band. This is my band. It is 2 inches on fold. Can you see it is 4 inches wide, but on fold we have 2 inches. By the time we join it to the skirt with ½ inch, we'll be left with 1.5 inch. So that's the band. So these remaining pieces are for the drape. So this is the smaller drape. So it is about 9 inches wide. So by the time we fold and stitch the edges, we'll be left with about 7 inches. And then the length, I didn't measure the length. It is just a long piece of fabric. We'll be cutting out the excess after draping. So this is the bigger drape. So it is 11 inches wide. By the time we stitch the edges as well, we'll be left with 9 inches. The length does not have any specific measurement as well. We'll be cutting out the excesses after we finish draping. So let's start sewing. Let's pick the front piece of our skirt and pick your band as well. So you fold your band into two this way to the right side. So you place your band on the waist of the skirt, right side facing right side this way. So we're going to stitch it with about half an inch from one end to the other, right? And then we're going to cut out the excess part. Do not worry about that. And I'm also going to do the exact same thing for the back pieces of the skirt as well. I'm going to place the band on the waist of the skirt, right side facing right side, and then I'm going to stitch with about half an inch. So I'm going to head over to the machine now and do that. So this is the band of the skirt. So I'm going to cut out that excess part. So this is what our pieces are looking like. Can you see? I'm going to stitch the band to the main skirt. So this is it. So now I want to go ahead and form our drapes. So starting from that other side, which is the right side, the right side is going to have the bigger or the longer drape. So I'm going to stitch the ends of the drape. Can you see? I folded it into two and I stitched on it. So I'm placing my drape after the band, like on that line that is joining the band to the main skirt. So you place it on the right side of your skirt and pin it down. So after pinning it down, this is me forming the pleats. So after each pleat, I'm using my pin to secure it, to hold it down, and make sure your pleat is following the shape of your hip. Can you see the way I'm following the shape of my hip? So you arrange your pleat properly like this. So you're going to note the middle of your skirt. So this is the middle of my skirt. I'm following the fold in the middle of that skirt. So from that point, I marked 3.5 inches. Can you see? From the middle to the other side, I marked 3.5 inches. So that's where I want the curve to start from. Can you see the way I folded it to the other side? Just follow exactly what I'm doing. If you are not getting the oral explanation, and you're going to get it perfectly. So this is me pinning it down on the 3.5 inches I went out by. Can you see? That's where I want the twist to be. The twist is not going to be at the middle, right? So this is me trying to drape, to pleat this other end. Can you see? I placed it on the first end to conceal it, to cover it up and pin it down. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the remaining pleats, just like I did for the first one. Can you see it? So make sure you are arranging it properly and very well as you are pleating and pinning. So this is me measuring. I wanted it to be 9 inches, but here I have 7 inches. So I later removed the pins and did the pleating all over so that I can have 9 inches. But this is how you're going to do it exactly. So it is through that keyhole, or what will I call it, that the second drape is going to pass through to form the twist, right? So before you put it inside, open it up this way and put it inside. Can you see where it is facing? The wrong side of your drape is facing the right side of your fabric. So pin it down, and just like we did for the other side, we're going to start pleating after pinning it down. So can you see the way I'm doing it? After each pleat, I'm using my pin to secure it. So you need enough pins so it will be easy for you. Can you see it? I'm done with the first one, and this is me trying to make sure it is tight and well secure. And then I'm twisting the middle part a little bit. Can you see? After that twist, then you open it up this way. Make sure it is well aligned and well draped and pleated. Can you see the way I'm doing it carefully? So open it up this way, cover up the first end, and use your pin to hold it down like this. And then after that, you just go ahead and start pleating as well. So this is what our front pattern looks like after doing our drape, our twisted drape. So now we can now go ahead and cut out the excess fabric, and then this is me trimming it out in the shape of my hip. Can you see? So I'm going to do the same thing for the second side as well. Make sure you trim it to the shape of your hip, right? So our skirt is coming together already. So now let's join our front and back pattern together. So this is me placing the back pieces of the skirt on the front piece of the skirt, right side facing right side. So we're going to go ahead and join the sides. Starting from the waist, you're going to use your allowance to join it all the way to the hem. So you do that for both sides of the skirt. So this is what our skirt looks like after joining the front and the back together. Can you see our skirt is coming together already? So the next thing we want to do is to close the back. So we're going to place the back together, right side facing right side this way. So I'm going to measure about 10 inches, about 9 or 10 inches. So I'm going to mark it. So that is the zipper opening. So on that point, I marked 1 inch. Remember, we added 1 inch for the zipper allowance. So I'm going to stitch from that point all the way to the hem with my 1 inch allowance. Then after that, I'm going to fix my zipper on that opening that I left for the zipper. So let's go do that. So this is what our skirt is looking like after fixing the zipper. As you can see, our skirt is ready. All these rough edges, I'm going to take it to where it will be interlocked or weaved for me, since I don't have a weaving machine yet. So this is what our skirt looks like. And then for the hem of the skirt, I'm gonna need to fold it, right? I folded it twice like this and then stitched on it all around. So that's how I finished the hem of the skirt. So we have come to the end of the stitching of this skirt. Thank you so much for watching to the end, guys. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up and also turn on your post notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a new video. See you all in my next one. Bye. And don't forget to give it a good press.